Hello everyone and welcome to this IELTS vocabulary word series. In this video, I will introduce you 25 most commonly words that are used in the IELTS general training or IELTS academic module in both reading and listening sections. So please watch the video carefully, make some notes, and if something is not clear, feel free to ask me. This is set 5. In this video, there are 25 words, plus there are extra words that I want to introduce you. Without further ado, without further delay, let's get started. Clear up is the first word. Clear up means to make a place tidy by removing things from it or putting them where they should be. In other words, it's like clear up is like to clean and organize. It's like to clean and organize or tidy a place. So these are some synonymous words for the word clear up. Let's watch this GIF. This young guy is clearing up his room, as you see. Now it looks tidy, right? But now it is messy. Okay, the next one is move to another day. If you move something to another day or another time, you change the time, you change the date. So to cause to change time or date of something. Can we move the meeting from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m.? If you say, can we move the meeting from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., you mean that can we change the time of the meeting from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m.? When you say the graduation ceremony has been moved to August instead of June this year, so here they changed the month, the date of the ceremony, graduation ceremony, from June to August. So it says move to August. Normally, it was supposed to happen in June. So here, there is a change in the date of the graduation ceremony. So move to another date, move to another day, move to another month, another year, etc. Actually means in fact or really. Another synonymous word can be indeed. So these can be some synonymous words for actually. These are all adverbs. Please be careful. Indeed is one word, but in fact is two words. So please be careful. It's spelled separately. In fact. Let's look at an example here. I didn't actually see her. I just heard her voice. In fact, I didn't see her. In reality, I didn't see her. It's like in reality. Another synonymous word can be in reality. Again, in reality is two words. Location, it's like a place or position. Here, the word I told you before, this word like venue, this is also an important vocabulary word for the IELTS listening or reading test. So please make sure you know this word. Especially for IELTS general reading, this is really, really important. And this word is very commonly used in IELTS listening test as well. The hotel is in a beautiful location overlooking the lake. Overlook means to have the view of something. So when you look out of the window in this hotel, you will see the lake. So overlooking the lake. So has the view of the lake. So here, the hotel is in a beautiful location. In this sentence, location is like the position of the hotel. We use venue mostly for events, the location of an event. Okay, exactly. So sometimes we ask where exactly or when exactly. When we ask the location or the exact location or exact time of something, we can use this word exactly. Used when you are giving or asking for information that is completely correct. So you may ask me, when is our class? Exactly. Or what time the meeting will start? Exactly. In these sentences, you are asking for the exact time of a meeting or class. Or you can use it for locations. Where is your apartment? Exactly. You are asking for the exact location, the full address, the complete address of your apartment. Okay. Sign means a notice giving information or directions or a warning, etc. We have a road sign, we have a shop sign. Look at this one. This is an example of a sign at the airport. Departures, leaving, arrivals, when a plane arrives at an airport. You can't miss it. You can't miss it is an idiom. It means it is easy to find. To get to the mall, it's like mall here, like the shopping mall. We usually use the short form. To get to the shopping mall, get means to arrive. To arrive at the shopping mall. To arrive at the shopping mall. We say arrive at or to get to. To get to the shopping mall or to arrive at the shopping mall or to get to shopping mall, the shopping mall or to arrive the shopping mall, go to the next traffic light and make a left. You can't miss it. You will definitely see that because it's a big building. It's easy to find. I mean, you cannot miss it. It's an expression especially used while giving directions or when you ask for an address to someone. You can't miss it. Advertisement or you can't miss it. British people say you can't. Americans say can't. Advertisement, the pronunciation of this word again is in two different ways. You can say in British English and in American English, you can pronounce these words differently. So I will now play both pronunciations so that you can see the difference, because in the IELTS listening test, you will hear this word quite often. This is American pronunciation.
Advertisement. Advertisement.
This is British pronunciation.
Advertisement. Advertisement.
American.
Advertisement. Advertisement.
British.
Advertisement. Advertisement.
So, advertisement. So please make sure you know this pronunciation as well. This is very commonly used in the IELTS test, especially this pronunciation. Advertisement. Advertisement. Advertisement is mostly American and Canadian. It is easy to catch. But the British pronunciation, if you are not familiar with the British pronunciation, it may be difficult to catch. One last time, I will play the British pronunciation.
Advertisement. Advertisement.
Okay. So, is a picture, sign, etc. that is used to make a product or service known and persuade people to buy it on a TV or on a radio or internet or in the street. You may see advertisements or advertisements in different places. Some synonymous words are commercials, adverts, or ads, but please note that ad is informal. So don't use it in your writing, but you can use advert in British English, advertisement in American English, or commercial in both cases. These are some examples of commercials. So this is for Coca-Cola. This is for Nike or Nike. Yeah, this is from the Chinese company, tech company, Huawei. Yeah. The next one, desk. Desk is a flat circular device that is used for storing information. So this is an example of a desk. Sometimes, you know, it is easier. It is much easier to see the picture than to try to learn the definition. So this is what a desk is. Attic. Attic is the space or room at the top of a building under the roof, often used for storing things. So let's check the pictures of an attic. So these are the pictures of an attic. Yeah, especially in houses. We have on the top floor, above the top, right below below the roof, right under the roof, we have an attic. Okay. You can use this space as a room or a study place, or you can use it just to store some unwanted items, like some extra items that you don't regularly use or that you don't regularly need. These are examples of attic. So please make sure you know this word, attic. Convert. Convert means to cause something or someone to change in form or character. Could we convert the small bedroom into a second bathroom? Or what's the formula for converting pounds into kilograms? So here, convert means to change. But after convert, we usually use convert something into something else. Convert something into something else. Or we say change something into something else. Or we say transform something into something else. Or we also have a synonymous word like evolve. Something evolves. This is not transitive. Into something else. When I say transitive here, you say transform something, change something, convert something. It takes an object. These are all transitive verbs. We say transitive. Transitive means it can take an object. Can take an object. So this applies to all these three words: change, convert, or transform. But this one, evolve, is intransitive. It cannot take an object. Intransitive. So cannot take an object. Could we convert the small bedroom into, so here we say into. And here we say into. Okay, so because we change one thing into another thing. But evolve happens itself. So this happens itself, naturally, and mostly over a period of time, mostly slow change. And the noun form of evolve is, I'm sure you know this from biology lessons, biology classes, evolution. Evolution is the noun form. Evolution is the noun form. Okay. So it simply means change. So these are, we said, some synonymous words. Let me change the color here. These are some synonyms. So please make sure you know all these words because these are very important for both reading and listening. I'm talking about the IELTS test. Okay, the next one, format. Format means pattern, plan, or arrangement. So this is an important vocabulary word as well, format. Okay, let's check some examples here, some sample sentences. Look at the first one. The meeting will have the usual format. Like here, format is like usual structure, usual organization. So here, format is like structure, organization. So in this context, format means structure or organization. So introductory session, group work, and then a time for reporting back. In the second one, documents must be submitted in paper format. So here it's asking how they should be submitted. And it says paper format. So here it means in the form of a paper. It means in the form of a paper. In the form of paper. Okay. So, and then the last one, you need at least 2 biometric photos in digital format. So this is not paper, this is digital. This is like online. So here, digital refers to online. Again, format means in the form of. So we can say in this way. So digital here means like online, but format means in the form of, the same as the previous one. Okay, that's it. So this is the definition of format as a noun. Size is about how large or small something or someone is. I think it is clear, like small size, big size, medium size. Restriction is an official limit on something. So instead of restriction, we can say limit or limitation. These can be some synonymous words for restriction. Normal, ordinary, or usual, the same as would be expected. So normal is like standard or typical. If something is normal, it is standard, it is typical, it is usual. So we can add the word usual as well. So please be careful about the pronunciation of this word, typical. Typical, don't pronounce it in a different way. Typical. Typical. If you are pronouncing it in a different way, it means you are making a pronunciation mistake. Okay. And then the next one now, centimeter or centimeter. So in UK, we put R first and then E last. This is British spelling. But in American spelling, we put E first and then R later. They are both correct, but be consistent. Just choose one and always spell in that way, but they are both correct. It's a unit of length equal to 0.01 of a meter. So we don't need to write it 2 times actually, because the definition is the same. It's just about the spelling. British spelling versus American spelling. Centimeter. The next one, cope with something, to deal successfully with a difficult situation or a person in a difficult situation. Ever since is the same as since. When you want to highlight the meaning, you can say ever since. The meaning is almost the same. Since her illness, she just can't cope with the stress of work. She can't cope with, she can't deal with. Deal with, cope with, she can't handle. Or we can say she can't tackle. Or we can say she can't overcome. These are some synonymous words for the word cope with. Okay. Frame is a border that encloses and supports a picture or mirror, etc. So now I will show you some examples of frames. This is it, like we say frame or photo frame. So these are examples of frames or photo frames. So we can also say photo frame, but in everyday life, we tend to use the short form, just frame. So frame and photo frame, the same thing. But frame is more general. You can use frame for anything. So when you say photo frame, you make it more specific. Sally put his picture in a silver frame. So let's say his refers to her boyfriend's picture in a silver frame. Okay, frame. Silver is the material. Yeah, you see the pictures of different frames. Yeah, here. Take something out to remove something from somewhere. For example, take out the seeds before you slice the papaya. So this is the papaya fruit, and it says take out the seeds. So here, these black things are called seeds. So you need to take them. You need to remove the seeds because you cannot eat the seeds. You cannot consume the seeds. Okay, so take out. When you take out something, you remove it. Separate. So the word separate. So the pronunciation can be different. If it is a verb, we say separate. Separate. It means to cause 2 or more people or things to stop being with or near each other, or to be positioned between 2 or more things. But when it is an adjective, the pronunciation changes. Separate. Separate. Rate. Rate as a verb, but rit as an adjective. Separate. Separate. Separate is an adjective. Separate is a verb. Existing or happening independently or in a different physical space. Separate is a verb to cause 2 or more people or things to stop being with or near each other, or to be positioned between 2 or more things. So let's check the examples. I put the adjective forms here in purple color, and I put the verb form here in green color. Let's check them. We realize that the best way to progress, to move along, to move on, to progress means to make progress, to move along, to move, to proceed. The project would be to set up a separate company. Separate company means an independent company. An independent company or a different company. Yeah, these are some synonymous words for separate company. My husband and I have separate bank accounts. So here it means different bank accounts. Or individual bank accounts. Or personal bank accounts. Okay. The president opposes. Oppose means disagree. Disagrees or rejects or is against. We can even say does not approve. Does not approve. Does not approve of. The idea of Scotland separating from Britain. Here I said separating because it's a verb. It's like becoming independent. So in this context, it means like becoming independent from. Here it means becoming independent from the verb. And the pronunciation is separate. The north and south of the country are separated by a mountain range. By a mountain range. So are separated, are divided. Here the meaning is like divided. So this is the synonymous word for separated in this sentence. So stick means to put something somewhere, especially in a not very careful way, carelessly. Where shall I put these books? Sally asks, and Megan replies, oh, just stick them on the table for now. So here it means like just put them on the table. Just put them on the table for now. For now means, I mean, temporarily, not forever. Only for this time. Okay. And we have the expression be stuck into something. All the documents were stuck into a small folder. If something is stuck into something else, it means it is put there carelessly. It is put there like randomly, not in an organized way. And the room is, the space is very small, very limited. Just stuck them into. Yeah. So here, be careful about the past and past participle forms of this word. Stick is present form. Verb 1. We say present, verb 1. And stuck is verb 2. Past form. And again, stuck is verb 3. Past participle form. When you learn new words, so please make sure you know different word forms because these are also important. Stick, stuck, stuck. Stick, stuck, stuck. Okay, these are the past and past participle forms. Okay. So, album or a photo album. So, but in daily life, we mostly use the short form album, or you can say photo album, the same thing, photo album or album, a type of book in which you keep your photos. Look at these two pictures. So you see that there are different photos or pictures in something like a book, and then you can, because you keep them safe there, right? And you can check them whenever you want to remember the good old days. Okay. Cost is a verb here. As a verb, cost means like if something costs an amount of money, you must pay that amount to buy or do something. Cost is the past form and cost is the past participle form. So it doesn't change. Cost, cost, cost. It's like hit, hit, hit. Cost, cost, cost. So please be careful about the past and past participle forms. It costs a lot to buy a house in this part of Sydney, or the trip has cost you $1,000. So here I said has cost, past participle form, verb 3. And here it is simple present tense, the present form, cost. Basic. Basic means simple and not complicated. So able to provide the base or starting point from which something can develop. Here's an example. My elder brother only has a basic command of English. So here command means knowledge, basic knowledge of English. So here command means knowledge. Okay. So this sentence can be paraphrased as, my elder brother only knows the most important and simple words and expressions. If a company provides basic services, don't expect much. They only provide the most important, the most relevant services. They don't provide everything for you. So basic services. We say basic information. Basic services, basic information, basic knowledge. These are some common collocations. not detailed, simple, general, yeah. Parcel, in American English, we say parcel. It's an object or collection of objects wrapped in paper, especially so that it can be sent by post. By post means by mail. By post means by mail. Another word for post is mail. Not email, mail. Package. Package is a synonymous word. So in American English or in Canada, we say parcel, and in British English, they say package. But they are both the same. These are some examples of parcels from different contexts. And these two pictures, the last two pictures on the bottom, these are from China, from the website, the company Alibaba. And then here are our extra words today. Send something off. Send something off means to send a letter, document, or parcel or package by post, by mail. So here, parcel, remember, is package in British English. And this is how it is spelled again, package. And by post means by mail. So these are some synonymous words. We can also say by courier. By courier. Okay. Alibaba will send the parcels off to customers around the world using their efficient shipping services. So here I'm talking about the company Alibaba. It's like Amazon. So it sends the parcels, the packages off. So send something off. Instead of something, you can use a singular or plural noun. Here the packages means, the parcels means the packages. Sends the parcels, the packages of the customers around the world using their efficient shipping services. Right? Please pay attention to the spelling of this word, double F. So please make sure you spell it correctly, double F, send something off. And here it says shipping. Shipping means, as a noun, the process of sending or transporting goods or items from one place to another, often using vehicles like trucks, ships, or planes. So ship can also be a verb. When ship is a verb, it means send off, transport, send off, transport, ship, or simply send. These are synonymous words. Yeah, send off is a phrasal verb and transport is a verb. These are some synonyms for this word. That's it. I hope everything is clear. These are really important vocabulary words. And again, if they are not clear, please look up a dictionary, see more examples. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and ask me your questions. Again, please watch the video a couple of times if possible, or make some notes while watching and just read your notes every day, 1 or 2 times at least. In this way, it will be easier for you to remember these words. Again, these are for reading and listening tests. So that's why it is not important to use them in your own speaking or writing, but it is important to become familiar with the meaning of these words, to familiarize yourself with, or familiarize yourselves with the definitions, the meanings, the synonyms of these words. In this way, you will feel more comfortable in the listening test or in the reading test. So this is, again, important to remember the definition. So that's why you can use the pictures, you can use other visuals, you can look up a dictionary, you can see more example sentences to easily remember what these words mean. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching it till the very end. Have a great day.